Sorry about that. I hit the mute button by accident. You don't have to be techie to make this work in your business, right? So again, my name is Lisa Torres. I have been in the online marketing world since 2007. When I got laid off, I made that decision that I would figure out how to use this internet thing to try to make an income online for me and my family. And it was hard, right? It was hard. Uh-oh. Sorry about that. I don't know what just happened there, but I started hearing me speaking like a feedback. So anyway, I got laid off from my job, and I made the decision never to look back, and I wanted to figure out how to use the internet to try to figure out how to basically create an income from home. And within my first year, I basically created my full-time income where when my unemployment checks ran out, I did not have to go back to work, okay? And it was a mission. It was a mission, but the only way to make that dream that we always dream about working from home and making money online and, you know, having the time freedom and all these things that people preach, but they don't really live that dream. Really, the only way to live that dream is to stay completely focused, know what your vision is, know what your why is. If your why isn't strong enough to make you cry, it's probably not strong enough, so you have to figure out a bigger reason why, right? So my why was because I wanted to stay home, and I hated having a boss. I hated having to get up to work, to go to work early, to having to commute an hour or two and from every single day on the express bus, coming from when I used to live in New York, living in the Bronx. And traveling into Manhattan used to take me about an hour each way, a little bit more if there was traffic. And so I wanted to stop that cycle, right, of waking up every single morning and just basically doing the same thing over and over and over again. I wanted to completely get out of that cycle and figure out how to do this thing online. So in the beginning, I started blogging, right? I started trying to figure out how to build websites. I started, my husband and I, he started doing graphic design works. We were doing graphic design stuff for other people in our industry. And then I came across affiliate marketing, and I started dabbling into that. And then I came across network marketing, and I started dabbling into that. And all of those streams of income are awesome. And, you should be trying to figure out exactly what it is that you love, what it is that you like to do, what it is that you're passionate about. I, over the years, since 2007, developed a passion for helping people and teaching people how to build their business online. And so that's kind of the path that I took. Now, you're probably saying, well, I don't know how to, do marketing, and I don't know how to teach people, and I don't know this and I don't know that, so how can I teach people? I don't have any value. That is what we're going to teach you. That's what I'm going to teach you tonight. I'm going to teach you how to create value, how to try to figure out what your passion is, because you may not be interested in marketing, but you still are trying to grow a business. You still are trying to, excuse me, my nose is running a little bit here. I'm trying to get over a little cold here. But you still have a passion for something. And so once you figure out what that passion is, then you can kind of go out there and say, okay, well, this is what I want to do. These are the tools that I want to promote. This is the business that I want to market. And I'm going to show you how to do that without basically spamming everybody, pitching all your friends and family, and trying to recruit everyone with a pulse, trying to make a sale from everyone with a pulse. When really no one's really interested in your business, no one's really interested in your product or your service or your compensation plan or anything like that. What people are interested in is, what do you have to offer them? What value do you have to give them? Because if you don't have any value to give to anyone, why would they join you? Right? Why would they join you versus the other person over there who's promoting the same exact thing? Who's marketing the same exact thing? What makes you stand out from your competition? How do you go about figuring that out? Well, I figured that out in 2007, 2008. Between 2007 and 2009, I figured out that internet marketing was the route that I wanted to take. But the cool thing is that the strategies that I've learned really works for any niche, any business, any product, any service. You want to know why? Because marketing is marketing, and it really doesn't matter what the actual product is, what the actual service is. What matters is that you give valuable information for whatever it is that you have. And that's what I'm going to teach you how to do tonight. So with that being said, if you guys are excited, let me see you post down below that you're excited to learn basically how to automatically build a list of hungry buyers from Google and social media with credit card in hand. Okay, now you're still probably wondering, well, who are you to be teaching me, right? Who are you? Like, what are your credentials? Like, what is your background, and who are you to be teaching me, right? Why am I even here on this hangout? And I'm going to share some of that right now. Wow, we have 244 people listening in right now. Two people listening at the same time. Hard to decipher. Okay, so I don't understand. Let me see. Okay, well, I only hear one. So if you guys can hear me, just fine, and I'm not getting any feedback and background noise, or you don't hear me twice or anything like that, let me know in the comments. Excited, yes, woohoo, let's rock. On the edge of my seat, excited, awesome. I just want to know if you guys can hear me fine with no distractions in the background. Excited, Lisa, you're awesome. Thank you, Sherry. Thank you, Jeff. Thank you, Deb. Thank you, Katie. You guys are awesomer. That's my new word, awesomer. Excited. We all cheerleaders, kids. Okay, I'm ready because you're smart and focused. Sweetness. All right. You can hear me loud and clear. Sounds good. Awesome. All right. Well, I just wanted to make sure of that. So getting back to my background, and I'm not going to share too much of my story because you guys can basically, do your due diligence and find that out online and find out more about the community that we're in, which we're going to give you access to at the end of this hangout. But with the skill sets that I have learned that I'm going to teach you tonight, I was able to really quickly, in a nutshell, my story, because my story is actually long, but in a nutshell, I'm going to share with you exactly what happened. And then we're going to segue into the training on basically how I made that happen. A year and a half ago, I was actually 3 months back up in rent. I had $150 to my name. I had $27 in the bank account. I was basically struggling in my business because there was something missing. There was one piece of the puzzle. Yes, I was doing good, right? In the beginning, when I first started online, yes, I was able to create enough money where I didn't have to go to work. But as I started growing, my lifestyle started growing, and then something happened, and I'm going to share that with you today, and why you really need that little piece of information that you're probably missing in your business. I'm going to share with you tonight exactly what that is. We might go an hour and a half tonight. We usually try to stay an hour, but I want to try to give you as much value as I can tonight, and we're already 15 minutes in. And I don't know if I can cover everything by 9, but I'm going to do my best and try it. So anyway, 3 months back to my rent, $150 to my name, $27 in the bank account, and it was because of that one missing thing. Okay, and I'm going to tell you, I'm not going to tell you what it is right now, but I'm going to get to that in a second, so hold on tight to your seat. So at that point, right, when I made the decision to join this community that you're hanging out on right now, right, within my first 90 days, I was able to manifest $25,000 into my family's life. And with that, I was able to pay off the 3 months back up in rent, pay off all the bills. I moved my family out of a tight 2-bedroom apartment that we were living in the Bronx, and moved them here into a big 5-bedroom, 3-bath house here in Atlanta, Georgia. And all of that happened. Well, I manifested 25,000 in 90 days, but then within the 10 months, because I had to wait for my daughter to get out of school in June. In June, we made that switch, and we just drove down here. No furniture, no absolutely nothing. All we had was boxes, books, CDs, boxes of clothes, books, CDs, pictures, whatever. That's all we had in our possession. And we were able to come here and start from scratch. All the pieces of furniture that's in my house right now was basically bought from scratch when we got here. How did I do that? And why is that even important to you? Why do I even share that story with you? Because I know that you are building your business, because let me put this out there first. I know that there's some people out there that money is not important to them, and that's fine. Maybe helping people is more important to you. Maybe you are financially stable and you didn't have a struggle like I did, and maybe you're like, well, this story doesn't inspire me because I was never broke, right? But the bottom line is, you are here to build a business. You're not here to do, build your business for free, right? You're here because you want to make money, right? So whether you had a financial situation like I did or not, you still need to pay your bills. Okay? You still need to pay your bills. And the problem with a lot of people, and probably why you're here right now, at least the majority of the people that are here right now, is because they want to figure out how they can make more money, how can they make manifest more money in their life, how can they get people. You were attracted to this title right here. You were attracted to it for a reason, because you want to make money. You want people flocking to you with credit cards in hand, right? Or why would you be here? So it's okay to be thirsty to manifest money into your life, right? Because we have bills to pay, we have money to save, we have charity to give away to, we have college educations for our kids to pay for, we have maybe elderly parents or grandparents that we have to pay for, maybe they're in nursing homes, maybe we have an illness, maybe we want to eat healthy. I mean, there's so many things that we need money for. Money is just a tool. And when you learn how to go out there and market, which I'm going to teach you tonight, when you learn how to do that the proper way, then you can actually start manifesting the money, which is the tool to create whatever it is that you want in your life. The healthy eating, the freedom, so you don't have to go to work anymore. Saving up for your kids' college tuition, or whatever it is, buying a new car, buying a new home, paying off your mortgage. I mean, the list can go on and on of how you can use money. So that right there is actually what motivated you to click on the link, and that's why you're here right now, okay? And I'm going to show you how to get people begging you to buy from you with their credit card in their hand. Okay, so let's get started. And don't forget, I am going to share what that one missing piece of my puzzle was, which is what kept me in the broke zone. I'm going to share with you what that was today, but I will get there when I'm ready to get there, and we're going to get there soon. So let's just go ahead and get started. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to share my screen. Let's see. Okay, also, here's what I want you guys to do right now. I actually just posted inside of our Prosperity Hangout group on Facebook. I want you to go to that group right now. I basically wrote in there, who's ready for a kick butt training tonight? Let me see you scream. I want you to post your comments on that group because I'm going to be sharing my screen and maybe even calling some names out to give you some shout outs. So let me go ahead and share my screen now. Let's see. Okay. All right. So you guys should see my screen. Let me just actually refresh my page here. Okay, so here's our Facebook group here. And as you can see, we have almost 18,000 members on our prosperity team here inside of our group. 18,000 members. And you guys should actually, I just literally posted that, so you guys should start seeing this, and the comments will start coming through. But here we have Gary and Mario and Chase, and a few people had liked it. But I know that I'm on a little delay, so it'll probably be a little while before I actually see the comments coming through inside of our Facebook group. All right, so let's get into it, and I'm going to get back to you guys in just a second. Oh, here they go. Whoop, whoop. That's Alex and Carlos and Debbie. Hey, guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right. Ernest and Latifa. All right, guys. All right, so let's get into it. Where do I want to start? Because there's so much information that I want to share with you tonight. Where do I start? Okay, let's see. I am going to start with my little handy dandy thingamajig here. Okay, and let me just delete this really quickly, and I'm going to get back to that one in a second. All right, so let's see. Save. Let me create a new one here. How do I create a new one again? I can't remember. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. I'm actually gonna delete this stuff here, and I'm gonna get back to this so you can basically understand what that means. Because if I don't go through this process, then it won't. Let me just remove these things really quickly. Do-do-do-do, do-do-do-do, and then it'll make sense to you later on. So let me see, control. Okay, so here we go. So in order for you to have success in the online world, there's two things that you absolutely need. Two things that you need in order to make it work. Okay? And those two things, number one, is learning attraction marketing. And I'm going to show you the details behind the attraction marketing part. And the second thing is mindset training. Whoops. What will happen here? Mindset training. Okay? If you do, and actually let me make this a little bit bigger so you can see. Okay, so here's the two things. If you do not learn how to do these two things, if you do not learn attraction marketing, and if you don't implement mindset training, then I'm sorry to disappoint you, but you will not have success. Okay? You will not have success. And the one thing, remember before I said I was missing something in my business, which was why I was failing, why I was broke, why I was 3 months backed up in rent. And that one thing was this. Number two, mindset training. The moment that I started working on my mindset, everything changed. Everything changed, okay? Because I already had the attraction marketing down. I already knew how to market online. I already knew how to make sales and stuff, right? And that's cool to know that, right? But knowing that stuff is not everything. Write that down. Knowing how to market is not everything. Knowing attraction marketing or marketing is not everything. Everybody wants to know what the secret is, right? The secret is mindset. And there's more to the mindset part. And when I say mindset, I'm talking about working on your personal development, listening to other successful people, rubbing elbows with other successful people, taking advice from other successful people, not taking advice from broke people or people that have never had success before, or people who are struggling themselves. You know, these are the things that I was kind of doing before. I wasn't reading. I wasn't listening to audios. I wasn't listening to videos that fed my mind on a daily basis on what I needed to do. Okay, that was the missing piece of my business. And when I spoke to a lot of 6- and 7-figure earners, and I kind of interviewed some of them, right? They pretty much all said the same exact thing. In fact, one of them, and I'll never forget the quote, he said, "Success is an inside," okay? And his name is actually David Sharp. Now, I don't know if he actually created that quote himself. I don't even know. But that's where I heard it from, so I'm just going to give him the credit until I find out who actually created or where he got that quote from. I have no idea. But if you know, you can post it down below. I'm not sure. But when I found that, when he told me this, that success is an inside job. Success starts from within. I'm going to write this down too, because there's another way that you can put it, right? Success starts. Success is an inside job. Success starts from within. When you learn how to do that and start feeding your mind with positive things and educating your mind on certain ways to think, right? You ever heard of that book? And I'm sure that you have, because mostly everybody, at least on the prosperity team and inside of our community, have heard of Think and Grow Rich. Right? They heard of the Think and Grow Rich. In fact, we have one of our leaders inside of our community who actually does a Think and Grow Rich call every single day, Paul Hutchings, right? Why? Because, just like Napoleon Hill said, think and grow rich. Think and grow rich, right? What you think about is what's going to manifest the things in your life, right? So I want you to take a second and look around you. Look around you right now. Look at the desk that you're sitting at right now, the computer that you're watching this hangout on, the chair that you're sitting in, the car that you're driving in, the cell phone that you're using, right? What was it that created that into existence, right? What created that? It was somebody who had a thought in their mind. And it was probably because he was reading books, right? He was plugging into his personal development. He was thinking, and then he grew rich. So Apple phones, Androids, or whatever, computers, whatever it is that's around you, the person that created those things, they're rich because of their thinking. This is another quote that I have here, and I heard this from Tony Rush, who's also another leader inside of our community. You are where you are because of your... Now, I don't know where he got that quote from, but I'm going to give him credit too, because that's who I heard it from. And he's a 7-figure earner, right? So that just goes to show you that if the 6 and 7-figure earners are telling you to do something, why would you fight it and not do it? Because I can guarantee that most of you that are listening right now, you're out there marketing, but you're making excuses as to why you can't take 30 minutes or even 15 minutes to read a book, or why you can't take 30 minutes or an hour or whatever to listen to an audio that's going to feed your mind with information that you need in order for you to grow as a person, as a business person. Why you're not doing that? Okay, you are where you are because of your best thinking. Okay, so that was the missing puzzle. That was the missing piece. Okay, and if you're not doing that, you're going to stay stuck. I can promise you that. I'll repeat it. If you are not working on your mindset, you are going to stay stuck in your business and in your life. It's really that simple. It's that simple. Why do you think when people are going through issues like mental issues or maybe marriage issues, and they go see psychiatrists and therapists and things like that? Why? Because they're working on their mindset. They're changing their mind. They're changing the way they think about things so that they can move forward in life and have a better life, have a better marriage, right? Same thing with your business. If you're struggling right now, it's because you're not working on your mindset. It's because you're not reading and listening to audios and all those things, right? That's why. And that is where I was just a year and a half ago. Okay? And so I'm going to go ahead and get rid of part 2, because what I want to talk about first is part 1, which is attraction marketing. Do you guys get what I just said about the mindset? I want to hear you guys inside of our training down below. Shout out to Paul Hutchings. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Good, 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 good. All right. So the first thing that you need to do is learn. The first thing that you need to learn is attraction marketing. What the heck is that? You're probably thinking right now. Well, attraction marketing is really, really simple to do. It's really, really simple to apply in your business, right? Just be you. Let's write that down. Just be you. Right? Just be you. That's it. If you can just learn how to trying to stop being someone else, just be you. And if you are not comfortable or not happy, I should say, with the you that you are, then you need to work on your mindset. Because when you work on your mindset, then you will become a better version of you, right? And so in order to do that, because they kind of go hand in hand, attraction marketing and mindset go hand in hand, because when you are working on your mindset, then attracting people to you is easy, right? Attracting people, write that down. Attracting people to me is easy. Write that down. Because that's part of a mindset thing. And it's part of affirmations, right? When you convince yourself of certain things in your mind. So if you're going out there convincing that you're broke and you can't afford something, well, guess what? You're broke and you can't afford something, and you're going to stay there. But if you switch your mindset, for example, and you say, well, I might be broke and can't afford that right now, but I'm going to do whatever it takes to change that. I'm going to do whatever it takes that I need to do in order to be able to afford that particular thing that I want. Okay? So that, and then you start working on how to actually do that. You start working on yourself. You start, thinking of different ways that you could manifest that particular thing in your life. Maybe coming up with ways to make more money, right? For that particular thing in your life. Let me give you an example. When I wanted to buy my car, right? I bought my car in 2007, so it's pretty much time for an upgrade now. But I bought my car. It's a Buick Rendezvous 7-seater SUV. When I bought my car, my car was only about, I think I spent like about $29,000 for that car. And it had all the bells and whistles in it, right? But I wanted that car so bad. So bad I wanted that car. And I used to just dream about that car. And this was when I had a job or whatever. And I was like, well, I don't make a lot of money at my job. I was only making, it was like $55,000 a year, which is not a lot of money, right? Especially when you have a family and then you just have one income coming in. It's just not a lot of money. But I wanted that car. Now, I could have said, you know what? I guess I just won't get the car because I'm just not, I'm just broke and I'll just never get that car. I don't deserve that car because I make a little bit of money and I'll just sit here and dream about getting that car. Okay, that could have been my mindset. But something in me back then said, and this was me working on my personal development back then too, right? But there's certain skill sets that you need when it comes to developing your mindset, which I didn't have back then, which was why a year and a half ago, I was broke. But I had it in me to at least even try. See, a lot of people don't have it in them to at least even try to change. They just are okay with the status quo and they're okay with being stuck. Question is, are you okay with being stuck? See, I wasn't okay with being stuck because I wanted that car and I was going to do whatever it took to get it. So the way that I got that car and the way I was able to afford that car is I looked at all my resources. Okay, I looked at all of my resources. I was actually working for a bank in the compliance department, on the trading floor with all the mad, crazy men doing the trading stuff that they do on the floor. And I wanted this car, and I said, well, how can I get it? Right, because I have bills to pay and I really can't afford it because the bills every month was going to be like about like $400 and something a month. So I said, well, what do I have to do? Do I have to get a part-time job? Do I have to, I don't know, something, right? What do I have to do? Do I have to start a business? Like, what do I have to do? So I said, well, I can't start a business. I wasn't really thinking about starting a business then. Well, actually, I was thinking about it. I just wasn't pursuing it, right? I wasn't working on it. So I had to think of other resources. So I said, you know what? And I had to get creative about it. I didn't know if it was going to work. I just know that I had to figure out something in order to get that car. And so here's what happened. I said, well, you know what? I work for a bank. Let me go to the HR department and see who I can speak to about getting a loan. Getting a loan, right? So that I could get that car that I desperately wanted, right? And so guess what happened? I sat down with them. They interviewed me. They said they'll get back to me in 48 hours. In 48 hours, they called me back into HR, and I just knew they were going to say no about getting a loan. But what happened? They said yes. They said yes. They gave me the loan. They actually gave me the loan for $25,000, and I had to come up with the difference to pay the car in cash. So they literally, I went to the dealership. I got the car. I got the color that I wanted, all the bells and whistles. It was exactly the car that I wanted. And so I went there with a check from the bank made out to the dealership for $29,000. So I just handed him the check, right? Because the bank gave me the money. And what they were going to do is they were going to start taking, instead of me having to pay it back, they were going to take it out of my paycheck, right? They were just going to take the monthly fee out of my paycheck, okay? And I was cool with that because I knew that I could just work overtime and make up for the difference. Like I was willing, keyword, willing. I was willing to do whatever it took to make that happen. And so I drove out of that dealership with a brand new car. Simple as that. And so I made a decision to come up with resources and and worked on my mindset even back then to try to figure it out. And what most people don't do is they don't try to figure it out. They don't do what they need to be, what they need to do in order to make things happen for them. So they settle for status quo. And I wasn't settling. But a few years after that, guess what happened? I got laid off. And so obviously they weren't going to be taking the money out of my check because I didn't have a check. I was collecting unemployment. So then we had to figure out, well, how we're going to pay this loan off for the car, because we had another, I think, like 4 years to pay on the car, because this happened about a year later that I got laid off after taking out that loan from my job, right? And we had to think again, how can we make this work? So we took the car, and my husband went out and used it as a taxi in New York City. And he started picking people up from like the airports, or taking people to the airports, picking up people from the train station, taking them home. And he would do this until he came up with $500 every month to pay for the car note. And that's what I'm talking about, coming up with resources to help you grow, to manifest the things that you want in life. Just make it happen. Just think, right? We have brains, but we don't know how to use them. And it's really simple just to use your brain. Think about it. How can instead of saying I can't, you say how can I? And so that's exactly what we did. And I'm telling you that story because it all boils down to what? Mindset training. Developing your mindset. And even though I had a great mindset since, I don't know, I can remember, I still was lacking in the development of my mind. And that's why personal development is so important, because the more you work on your personal development, the more you grow, and the more you start to think, and the more resources and the more things that you start to manifest in your life, because you're working on your mindset. So with that, let's get into subtraction marketing. Okay, so just be you. Attracting people to you is easy. Now, how do you go about doing attraction marketing? It's very simple. Okay, the way that you do it is through a blog. If you're doing attraction marketing online or even offline, doesn't even matter, online or offline, you still need what's called a blog. Why do you need a blog? Well, let's talk about it. You need a blog because it is your home hub. Okay, it is your home online. It is where you place all your content. It is where you place, where you talk about your passions, where you talk about maybe your business opportunity, or your affiliate products, or the books that you're reading, or your weight loss journey. It doesn't matter. Your blog is your home hub. If you don't have a home hub for your business online, guess what? You are homeless. You're homeless. Okay? You are just someone who just has a business, but you're homeless. It's almost like, okay, if you have a house right now, an apartment, what's in it? You have your furniture, you have your clothes and your shoes and your purses and your cosmetics and your toiletries and your coats and your belts and your bed and everything is under one roof in your house, right? It's where you eat, it's where you sleep, it's where you take a shower, it's where you live, it's where you watch movies. Everything is in your house, right? So you're not homeless because you have everything under one roof. Well, think of your blog the same exact way, because when you have a blog, then you can invite people to your home online. You can invite your people to your home online. Now think about this. When people come to your house, right, what do they see? They see your furniture. They're saying, ooh, nice sofa. They're saying, ooh, what a beautiful dining set, whatever, right? They're looking around and they're saying, wow, this is nice, or, whatever it is. They're in your house, and your job is to welcome them in your house. Okay? And that's exactly what I want you to think of when it comes to having a blog. It's about having your home on the internet, your home hub, your central station. We're going to put central station. Can't spell tonight. Central station. That is why you need a blog. Okay, that is the number one reason why you need a blog. It is your home hub online. If you don't have a blog, you are basically homeless and poor. Okay? If you don't have a blog, you're homeless and poor. It's as simple as that. And for those of you that do have a blog and you're not utilizing your blog, then you know what? You're homeless and poor too. You're homeless and poor. Now we're going to talk a little bit more about why the blog is such a great place, because it actually, the number 2 reason, it allows you to store your video, or we should say content. Store your videos and your written content, right? It allows you to, it allows you to store your photos. It allows you to, let me get it together here. It allows you to share your passions, right? What else? It allows you to, having a blog allows you to, you know, share maybe, you know, your affiliate programs. What happened here? Affiliate programs, your business opportunity, your coaching programs, right? Whatever, right? Your story, your journey, right? It allows you to do all of that in one place. And why do you want to do that? Why do you want to send people to the blog? Why do you want to put all of that on your blog? Because if you're just sending people to your affiliate link, right? If you're just sending people to your affiliate link, okay, affiliate link, or a capture page or whatever it is, capture, which is cool because you should be still doing that if you are going out there marketing and stuff like that. But you know, a lot of people are sending people directly to their affiliate link, which you should not be doing, because that's like the big no-no. Right? Don't send people directly to your affiliate link. You send them to a capture page or a blog. If you're out there marketing, yeah, you can send them to the capture page, and then once they get inside of your autoresponder, then you can send them to your blog. And when you send them to your blog, guess what? They're going to see all of this. They're going to see your video, they're going to see your content, they're going to see your photos, they're going to read about your passions, they're going to see your other affiliate programs and your business opportunity, they're going to read your story, they're going to see your journey, they're going to see what coaching programs you have, they're going to see all of that when you have a blog. Because you can't do that on a capture page, and you certainly can't do that by sending them to your affiliate link. But the cool thing about the blog is that you can also send them to your capture page. Okay, well, we'll just put capture page because I don't like sending people to an affiliate page if I'm doing certain kind of bloggings, and we'll get into that tonight because we're going to go over 2 types of blogging tonight as well. And again, there's no way I'm going to finish this in 10 minutes at 9 o'clock, so we're probably going to go to about maybe 9:30 or something, 9:45. If you guys are all right with hanging out with me and learning, just let me know below. I know most of you will. If you're finding some value so far with what I've shared, I'd love to hear your comments below. Let's see what's going on inside our group here. All right, wow, all these comments. Awesome. Woohoo! Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Now let me see what's going on here with you guys. Where are you? Here we go. Great stuff being shared. Is it ever a good idea to have more than one home? We'll talk about that, Deb. Let's not be homeless. That's right. Good stuff. Yes, indeed. You need a home. I love that line. Awesome. Thank you. Being ready to work. All right. Keep going. Great value here. Yes, let's keep going. Doesn't matter how long it takes. The info is invaluable. Yes, it is. Thank you very much. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, good. I just want to make sure that I'm not boring you guys to tears. Wouldn't miss a second. Awesome. Thank you, thank you. Okay. All right, so let's get back into it. I just wanted to make sure you guys aren't getting bored. Okay. All right, so let's get back to the reasons why you need a blog, and then I'm going to show you my blog as an example, so you can kind of see how I use it in conjunction with a capture page, in conjunction with my autoresponder, how I actually use attraction marketing to basically inspire, because I like to inspire, basically inspire people to whip out their credit card and buy from me now, and which is what you want to do too, right? But the only way to inspire someone to pull out their credit card and buy now is with a blog. It's pretty hard to do it on a capture page because it's kind of cold and they don't really know you yet, and even when they opt in, it's still cool, but they still don't even know you yet. They're just getting to know you. But when you're sending people to a blog, and when people are finding you on Google, when they're finding your blog on social media, guess what? They are in your house. And they're poking around and looking around, and they're clicking on this and clicking on that, and they're like reading your story, and they're looking all over the place, and it is exactly where you want them to be. It is exactly how to get them to attracted to you. That's exactly how you do it, right? So it kind of warms them up. And if you're sharing valuable information, then guess what? They're more likely to buy from you, right? You want to make money, but you can't go out there and spam to make money. You can't go out there and spit your affiliate link to someone. You can't go out there and try to pitch somebody and try to get them on the phone to talk to them for 30 minutes to try to pitch them your deal, because that's not value. That is amateur spam, right? It's just amateur-like. Amateurs do that. They go around connecting with people on Facebook, trying to, pitch them their deal. Stop doing that. They're not even posting valuable information on their wall. It's just like, buy my business, buy my business, buy my product, join my business, join my team, buy my product, look at this, stop doing that. It's so tacky to do that. It's so tacky. Nobody wants to see. People want to buy, but they don't want to be sold. And in order for someone to buy from you, you have to attract them to you. You have to become the magnet. And in order to become a magnet, someone who is looked at as an authority, someone who is looked at as an expert, someone who is looked at as a person of value, the only way to do that online is with a blog. There is no other way to do that except with a blog. That's it. A blog. That's it. Okay? So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys my blog. Let me see. Just open up another window here. I'll show you guys my blog. Okay. So here's my blog, right? My blog is a niche blog. And just to answer someone's question, the blog, right, which is the niche blog, someone asked, can you create multiple blogs? Can you have multiple blogs? And the answer is yes, you can. Yes, you can. Especially inside the blog platform that I'm using right now that I'll share with you in just a second. So this is my main home for teaching network marketers, because that's my niche, right? Teach, and you have to figure out what your niche is. Because if you don't know what a niche is, then, if you don't know what your niche is, then again, you won't be successful. So you have to know who your target market is. Who are you targeting? Who are you targeting, right? For me, I'm targeting network marketers, and I'm teaching them how to create instant authority to get more leads, make more sales, and create team duplication within 90 days. I want to show them, I want to tell them to click here for the 2 to 5 sales a week freedom formula. I know my message. I know my target market. I know their pain. I know their struggle. I know how to talk to them. Okay? And if you don't know how to, then guess what? You will remain broke. Write this down. If you want to be rich, market to a niche. Let me repeat that. If you want to be rich, market to a niche. It's that simple. It really is that simple. Because when you can market to a niche and you can add value to that niche, then you win. And it's a win-win situation, right? Because you're adding value, they're getting value from you, so they're getting something from you and they're happy and they're excited. And at the same time, you're getting something from them and you're happy and excited. So it's a win-win situation. They want valuable information, you want to give it to them, right? And when you give it to them, what do? They whip out their credit card and they buy now. It really is that simple. Okay, it really is that simple. So let me show you a few examples of, why. Let's say, for example, you should be posting your videos on your blog. See, what most people are doing is they're cutting videos, right? And I'll just pause this video really quickly. What they're doing is they're sending people directly to their video on Facebook. I'm sorry, on YouTube, right? Or they're even posting the YouTube link to the video on Facebook, which I don't recommend. If you're going to post a video on Facebook, the best thing is to upload the video to Facebook with a link to your blog that also has the video of the YouTube on your blog. Okay? That's the better way to do it. And here's why. If you send people directly to your YouTube video, right? You just shot a video, it's an awesome video, you just uploaded it to YouTube, and then you send it to them. What's going to happen? What's going to happen? Well, I'm actually showing up on the sides here, so this is not a good example because I have tons of videos. But here's what I want you to see. You see these two people over here? Okay? If somebody says, okay, well, let me see what this is about, and click here, well, guess what? They move away from my content. They're gone forever. I will never see them again. Unless, of course, they were just attracted to my content in my video and they decided to click on the link underneath that took them to the blog or a capture page or whatever it is, then yes, that's a different story. But here's the thing. If you send people to a blog, if you put your video on a blog, right, and you host it on your blog, the YouTube link or Vimeo, whatever hosting service you're using, but if you host it on your blog and you put it on your blog, right, then guess what? If they see links on the side and they say, what is this? Let me click it. Where do they stay? They stay in your house. They are in your house. They're in it. Okay? If they click it again, they say, what's this? Where do they stay? They're in your house. It's that simple, right? It's very, 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 very simple. And the cool thing about our blogging platform is that the header up here, like this whole thing is just completely brandable, right? You want to be able to brand yourself, and you have to figure out who you are and then create that brand so that when people come to your blog, they say, oh, okay, she teaches network marketing. Okay, good. I'm a network marketer. Okay, she's got my attention. She's teaching how to create instant authority to get more leads, make more sales, and create team duplication. Oh my God, I want to learn how to do that. Oh, wait a minute. She's also telling me to click here to get 2 to 5 sales per week in 90 days? Oh, no. I need this. I want it. I got to have it. See how simple that is? When you know who your target market is, and then you start sending them to your blog, right, to either watch your video, see your content, your valuable content, not just any content, but your valuable content, and they start seeing your branding, right? Because I have branding here, I have branding here, and it's pretty much the same verbiage. It's just a different style and size. And then at the bottom as well. So wherever they go on my blog, guess what? They will continue to go to my information. So if they click there, guess where they're going to go? They're going to go to my capture page, right? And so you have to send people, you have to keep them within your thing, within your house, within your hub. Because when you start doing that, then you start being successful. And then remember, we talked about, you can store your video contents, your photos, so you can have like up here where there's buttons, you can have photos and tools and coaching programs and watch this presentation or whatever it is that you want to put here. On the buttons up here, you can do that as well. People can contact you. You can host Google Hangouts on your blog. So if you are just getting started and you don't know how to create a Hangout like this, the one that you're on right now, well, guess what? You can use your blog, right? You just go to Google, you start a Hangout, you put the Hangout video on your blog, and then you send people to the link so that they can go to your blog and watch your Hangout, with maybe a little call to action underneath to get started. It's really not that hard to do. Okay, it's really not that hard to do. So when we talk about attraction marketing, that's exactly what we're talking about. This is it. Sending people to learn more about you, to see your valuable content. And listen, if you are not posting valuable content, sorry, they're going to say, bye-bye, I got to go. I'm not interested. This is not for me, right? And they're going to keep their credit card in their wallet, in their pocket or whatever, and they're going to go. See you later. Okay? But if you add value, and it's not hard to add value, okay? It's so easy. Write this down. It is so easy to add value. Here's why and how. First of all, inside of our community alone, we have tons. Just give me 1 second. Let me just drink some water. Okay, inside of our community alone, we have tons and tons and tons of valuable information that will help you build your business, right? And if you are learning it and then sharing what you're learning, what are you doing? You're adding value. See how simple that was? It's so simple. It's like it should be a sin. That's how simple it is. It's so simple. So if I wanted to learn how to, let's say I'm new and I wanted to learn how to create a Google Hangout and I didn't know how to do that. Well, let's say I could go to YouTube and try to figure it out, right? I'll watch several YouTube videos on how to create a Google Hangout. Well, guess what? I created I learned it, I did it, and now I know how to do it. So what happens now? I have value, and now I can go out and teach it. We have a philosophy here. It's called learn, do, teach. Learn, do, teach. Write it down. Learn, do, teach. If you can do that, then people will start to be more attracted to you. They'll start to visit your blog more. They'll start communicating with you more. Your phone will start ringing. Your text will start going off. Your inbox messages will be flooded on Facebook or whatever. When you learn how to give valuable information to people. And you know what? If you're in network marketing right now and you're out there promoting your business opportunity, right? Here's another way that you can use our blogging platform. If you're already in a company, a wellness company, it doesn't matter what company you're in. What it is that you're promoting. It really doesn't matter. I don't care if you are promoting dirty socks, okay? It doesn't matter what it is. People don't buy products, whatever. If you know how to market and you know how to get people attracted to you, they'll buy those dirty socks. Yes, they will. You may be saying, I don't believe that. Okay, you don't have to. You know why? Because the product doesn't matter. Write this down too. No one cares about my business opportunity, my product, or my service. No one cares. And sure, you may be promoting your affiliate link out there and maybe making a few sales here and a few sales there and making a few commissions here and a few commissions there and maybe getting a couple of questions from people on social media here and there, right? But that is not building a business. That is just kind of moseying along, right? That is kind of struggling along, right? That is kind of, oh, I made a sale last week and I haven't had a sale in like 3 weeks, and I wonder who's going to buy from me and whatever, right? You want to stop that madness, because that's madness. Now, if you are in network marketing, right? If you have a business, if you have your own coaching program, if you have your own products and services, whatever kind of business that you're in, you can actually use the blog. You can actually even use the blog as a membership site. And in fact, I'm going to show you how to do that right now. Now, here's the thing. I'm only speaking right now because I like to speak to network marketers because that's actually my niche. But actually, the concept works for anyone with any product or service. I don't care if it's network marketing, your own program that you created, it doesn't matter. Okay, it really doesn't matter. The bottom line is that you have a business and you have some products and you have products and a team to build or whatever it is that you're doing. You are trying to make sales. Okay, now the great thing about our blog is that you can actually use it. Here, actually, I'm going to log into our blog, and our blog, if you haven't figured it out by now, is Empower Network. Okay, our blog is Empower Network. This is the blog that I use, the blog that you just saw. This is the back office of the blog, and I'm going to show you some ways that you can actually use the blog for your business. Number one, if you are, let's say, in this example, if you are in network marketing, here's why you want to use the blog. Well, first of all, we already covered why over here, right? But here is how you can create team duplication. Here is how you can create more customers in your business, more prospects looking at your offer, right? Here's the deal. With Empower Network, we can create multiple niche blogs, right? That was just one of the blogs that I just showed you, but you can have multiple, like different blogs on the same domain, okay? You can have different blogs. So if you have a niche, let's say you are in the health and wellness niche, okay? You are, promoting the health and wellness shake or whatever it is, and that's what you want to focus on, right? And that's cool. If that's what you want to focus on, that's very, very good, right? So you know your product, you know your niche, you know who you're talking to, and you're blogging about it. You're blogging about your journey. You're blogging about the shake that you're drinking. But you have to make sure that what you're blogging about is of value. So no matter what it is that you're promoting, your content still has to be of value. So for example, if I was promoting a weight loss shake, right, and I was using the blog to promote my shake, well, I'm not going to pitch and say, oh, this is the best shake, this is the best shake since sliced bread, this is the best shake, this is, whatever, right? I'm not going to do that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to figure out, what does this shake do for my prospect? What can it do for my prospects? What can it do for my prospect? Why would my prospect want to buy this shake? Right? So I would figure that out, and the way to figure that out is to do some keyword research. Now this is a little bit more advanced, and I don't expect you to know this, but you should want to know this, and you should want to learn this, because remember, what's the title of this hangout? What's the title of this hangout? Let's see. Where is this hangout? Where's my page here? Okay, the title of this hangout, I don't even remember. Okay, so how to automatically build a list of hungry buyers from what? Google and social media. Let me repeat that. Google and social media. Right? So what does that mean? That means that there's, I'm gonna erase this stuff really quickly so we could I can have more room. Let's see, delete that. Okay, Google and social media. Let's talk about the two. The first one we'll talk about is Google. Google, you can get prospects to find your blog posts when you know how to do keyword research, know how to do SEO, which basically stands for search engine optimization. Okay? Now, why would you want to learn that? Why is it important to learn that? Why have I literally personally sponsored tons of people, complete and total strangers, because they found my blog posts? Why have I made tons of money from people who have complete and total strangers who have found my blog posts? Why? This is the secret right here. Keyword research. Well, how do you do keyword research? Well, we'll teach you that, right? It's not hard to learn. See, most people say, oh my God, that's so hard. Oh my God, SEO, that's so hard. It's so difficult. Oh, I don't know what to talk about. I don't know what to talk about. But you sure have a lot to say on social media about your product that nobody wants, right? That nobody cares about. You sure have a lot to talk about with that. Well, that's what you try to find out, you know, on Google. On Google, who is searching for what you have to have? So if I, for example, had a weight loss shake, then what am I going to do? I'm going to find out who my target market is. So I'm going to find out, okay, if it's a weight loss shake, then who are my prospects? People who are looking to lose weight, right? Maybe I'm literally targeting women between the ages of, let's say, I don't know, 30 and 40. You need to lose, let's say, 10 to 20 pounds. Okay? Now, I have my target. See how simple that was? I know who my target market is. I know who I'm talking to. Right? I know that this blog post that I have a passion to create right now, or this video that I have a passion to shoot right now that I'm going to put on my blog post and do SEO around it, this person is actually a woman in her 30s to 40s who is struggling to lose 10 to 20 pounds. Right? And you can maybe even go deeper and, you know, you can write like, you know, does she have children? Is she married? Does she have a certain kind of job? You can really get into like really digging deep to really come up with some really good niche keywords. Write this down again. I know you wrote it down already, but I want you to write it down again. If you want to be rich, market to a niche. If you want to be rich, market to a niche. If you don't know who your target market is, guess what? You won't be making any money. Simple, right? So let's talk a little bit about keyword research. How do you do keyword research? Well, that's simple. You go to Google, and there's a little free tool called Google Keyword Planner. So if you type in Google Keyword Planner, you will find it right here, Google Keyword Tool. And you will have to be logged in. Oops, wait a minute, I'm in the wrong one. Let's do this again. Here we go, Google Planner. It's Google Planner. Okay, so this will take a second to load. Okay, now once it loads, what you do is right here, you put in whatever it is that you're trying, whoever it is that you're trying to market to. right? So it could be something like, let's say, weight loss shake, or something like that. Okay, then you click get ideas, and that'll take a second to load. And what it's doing is it's pulling up ideas that you can come up with. So here we have keyword. There's two tabs here. Just click keyword ideas. And let me move this little bar on the bottom over because I need this little scroll bar on the side. So here we have some keywords that we can try to look for. So here we have weight loss for women, right? Weight loss for women over 40. I like that. Now here's my secret. If you're going to be doing keyword research, try to stay away from words that are just like 1 to 2 words. What you want to look for is keywords that are long keywords, keywords that have, 3 or more words, a phrase. So for example, weight loss for women over 40. What is that? 5. It's 5, right? This one is 3. This one is 4. So you want to stay over 3. All right, and then we can go down and look for some more keywords. Now, here's my tip, and really, you know what? I really should not even be sharing this with you guys today, because I really only share this with my personal team. Okay, but God is telling me tonight, and the universe is telling me tonight to share this information with you, because there's actually people that need this information. So I'm going to give it to you from my heart tonight. So I hope you guys are excited about that, because I really should not be sharing this with you, but I am going to do it anyway. I'm going to do it anyway. And you want to know one of the reasons why I'm going to do it anyway? And it's a sad reason, actually. The sad reason is this: because most of you that are going to learn this tonight are probably not even going to implement it. I'll repeat that. Most people that are watching this right now are going to learn a strategy that has created thousands and thousands of dollars for me, but because their mindset is, oh, this is just too difficult. I don't want to be blogging every day. This is just too difficult, right? They start making up these excuses in their minds about, I don't have an hour a day to write a beautiful blog post. Well, stay where you are. Okay, so I share this information for those that are actually going to use it. And the sad thing about it is that most of you will probably use it probably starting tonight, and you'll probably use it for a few days, but guess what? The momentum is going to wear off, and you're probably going to stop. And that's why I don't mind sharing things, because I know that most people are not going to do it anyway. And that's sad, but it's the truth. The question is, are you one of them? Okay, so now that I found my keyword, and I usually like to keep my search results, this is the average monthly searches, I like to keep it over 500, so this is perfect. This is the perfect keyword for me, but I'm not 100% sure if I want to use it yet. And this is where the term keyword research comes into play. And I like to do my keyword research. I like to take 1 day a week and do my keyword research and come up with 5 keywords that I'm going to use for the rest of the week. 3 to 5 keywords, because I don't blog daily doing SEO and stuff. I'll usually find 3 to 5 keywords that I know for a fact that they're good, they're not competitive, and that I can rank myself on the first page of Google, and where my prospects will find me, and I'll add value to their lives, and I will compel them to want to pull out their credit card and buy. Okay, so we're going to have to do some research. So just because this is a keyword that I like, right? It's targeting my target market, and just because it has over 500, which is also I like, right? Which means basically that 500 people online are actually searching for this every single month. They're literally typing in weight loss for women over 40, literally into Google, weight in that order, weight loss for women over 40. Okay, and 500 people are doing that. So that's very targeted niche audience, right? So the second part of the keyword research, once I find the word and find, if it has over 500 searches every month, is I go back to Google and I put the keyword in quotes. I put the keyword in quotes. And it's going to take a second to load, I guess. What's going on here? That's weird. Okay, here we go. And then I look at the results. Now, as you can see, the results is over 2 million. I don't want to use that keyword because it's too competitive and I will never be found on the first page of Google. So what do? I go back to my handy dandy tool and I just keep going, and until I find a different keyword that actually that I can actually use that's not competitive. Because what we want to do is we want to keep the searches over 500, but we want to keep the competition under 300,000 or 300,000. So this number should not go over 300,000. The less this number is, if you could get this number to 100,000 or 200,000, the better. 50,000, better. The lower this number is, that's what you want. Because the higher this number is, the more competitive it is for you to be found. So what we do is we keep going. So let's see. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to click here, and I'm going to put them in the the order of the search results. So as you can see, it's going in numerical order now, going down. So let's see. What to eat to lose weight? Let's see that, because I have a weight loss shake, right? So that can possibly work. What to eat to lose weight? Let's see. That one has 6,600 searches. Let's see what the competition is. 2 million. Don't want it. Let's keep going. How can I lose weight fast? That can be a possible one, right? 5,400 searches. How to lose weight fast? Let's see. Put that in quotes. Let's see what the competition is. Nope, that one's 3 million. I don't want to use that either. So we're going to keep going. Let's see. Let me scroll down just a little bit. Foods to eat to lose weight. Let's see that one. Quote. That one's 2 million. Nope, not happy. Healthy foods to lose weight. Quote. That one's 1 million. No. Don't want it. I need to lose weight fast. Copy. Paste. 2 million. Nope. Let's see. Weight loss tips for women. That probably is too competitive too. See, what I'm doing now is over-the-shoulder training. This is actually 3 million. We're doing over-the-shoulder training right now. So I hope you guys are excited about that. Let's see. Let's go to the next one. Okay, weight loss diet plan for women. Let's try that one. Whoops, I forgot my quote at the end. Okay, here we have 865,000. That number is definitely lower, but it's still not low enough. We want to get this number to 3,000. I'm sorry, 300,000. Tips on how to lose weight. Let's see. And so as you can see, this is over 6 million. That's definitely not a good one. So as you can see, keyword research takes time, but it's not difficult to do. That one's over 1 million. Let's keep going. And I'm not going to stop until I find a good keyword, so that I can show you guys what to do next. Scroll back up. Okay. How do you lose weight fast? Let's see that. Nope, 3 million. What foods to eat to lose weight? Let's see. Nope. Very, very competitive keywords. How to lose weight healthy. Let's see. Nope. We'll keep going. Let's see. Healthy diet to lose weight. How to eat to lose weight. Let's try that one. How to eat to lose weight. Whoops. What happened here? Let's try that again. How to eat to lose weight. Okay, that's under 1 million, but it's still not low enough. Healthy diets for women. Ah, here. We got a good one. Now, even though this is a little bit over 300,000, which is what I wanted to stay under, I can still possibly rank for this keyword. So I would probably like maybe open up a document and put that there and then keep going. Okay, I will pull that there and keep going because this one actually has over 800, almost 900 searches. So it could possibly work, but I'm going to keep going to see if I can find something better. If I can't find something better, then I'll just kind of just use that one because it's, even though it's over 300,000, it's still close enough. Okay, so it doesn't have to be exactly, it has to be close enough. Now, I'm not going to sit here because I think you get the point at this time, so I'm just going to use this just for our example. All right, so let's get back into it. Let me just close this here. Let me close these windows because I don't need that anymore. Okay, so now that I found my keyword and I want to try to rank for Google, remember we're talking about two different kinds of blog posts here, so you don't have to do this strategy every single week. You could do one SEO blog posts a week, 2 or 3 SEO blog posts a week, and then maybe 2 or 3 social media blog posts a week, which I'll share with you what the social media one is in just a second. But this is the Google that we're doing right now, and to rank on Google, you have to do keyword research, and you have to do SEO, and you have to do it the right way. Because if you don't, guess what? No one will ever find you. If you're trying to get your prospects from Google, no one will ever find you if you don't do keyword research, try to find out what they're searching for and how many searches they're getting, basically what I just showed you. So here's rule of thumbs. Okay, so first of all, I like to keep the first letters in caps. Okay, so let me just copy that. So you just change your first letters to caps. So your keyword is healthy diets for women. And then you can put a dash and you can put something about your shake, right? So let's say, for example, healthy diets for women. And this is where your brain has to come, right? What are you trying to get? What message are you trying to get to your prospect? Okay, healthy diets for women. We already talked about that I was trying to target a woman between the ages of 30 and 40, right? We talked about that stuff. So now, who's looking to lose 10 to 20 pounds, okay? So now I'm going to put a title that actually, when she sees this, not only am I going to rank on the first page for the keyword, but now she's going to see, the rest of the sentence, the title, which she's going to be attracted to. Remember, this is attraction marketing through Google. So you have to make sure that you are attracting the right prospect to you. So we already know that she is typing into the search engines healthy diets for women. We already know that that's what she's looking for, but now we want to pull her in. It's almost kind of like taking a fishing rod, throwing it out, and then reeling it in. It's the same thing, right? So here's what I would do in this case if I was promoting a health shake, okay? What I would do is something like maybe, the shake helped me, 10 pounds. Right? So that's my title. Let me actually make this a little bit bigger so you guys can actually see. I know this is kind of small. Okay, so that's my title. Healthy diets for women is my keyword. The shake that helped me lose 10 pounds in 90 days. That's what she's going to see. So if she's going to see it, well, guess what? She knows that I'm talking about a shake. She knows that it helped me lose 10 pounds. I know that she's looking to lose 10 pounds, right? Or maybe 30, 40 pounds or whatever. And I did it in 90 days, or you put 30 days or whatever. 30 days. The shake that helped me lose 10 pounds in 30 days. Okay? So she's going to say, that shake helped her lose 10 pounds in 30 days. That's what I want. Let me click it. So she's going to click on the link and she's going to find your blog post. All right, so that's the first part of it, the subject line. And this is actually the most important part, just like an email, because when she's typing in the keywords, healthy diets for women, the first thing she's going to see is what? The title. So your title has to be compelling and it has to talk to her, and you have to know what she's looking for, right? Make sense? Okay. The next thing I do is, now that I have my keyword phrase, which is healthy diets for women, we want to put it inside of the blog post. And we want to put it in what's called H tags, which means header tags. And what people usually use header tags for is to make the words bigger, make them bolder, and really that's not what it's for. Google will never rank you on the first page if you're using the H tags just to make your words bigger. That's not what it's for. The spiders will come and look for your blog posts that where you're using your keywords inside of your H tags. Okay, your H tags are not to be used to make words bigger with just bogus words in there that just mean absolutely nothing. The spiders aren't looking for that. The spiders are looking for header tags or H tags with the keywords that the person is trying to find, right? So we're going to put it 3 times here. Once, 2 spaces, twice, 2 spaces, and then the 3rd time. And this is exactly how I do my blog post. So you can see the format is pretty simple. And so what I do is I highlight it and I go to here, click normal, and I put header 1. Okay, so I made it bigger. And then I do the same thing for the second one, and I put header 2. And then I do the same thing for the 3rd one, and I put header 3. There's several headers there, but I only use 3, and that's really all you need. Okay, so now I have my keyword in my title, and I have it 3 times in my blog post. Header 1, header 2, header 3. That's it, right, as far as the headers go. Now you could, in between, like underneath each header, so underneath header 1, underneath header 2, underneath header 3, I'm not going to write sentences here because you can go ahead and do that. I'm not going to sit here and write a whole blog post because it'll take like another hour, but I'm just showing you the format. So what you can do is these 3 things right up here, bold, italic, underline, and also in quotes is what you need to be using inside of the blog post. So what goes under the header tag? You're going to put a few sentences, maybe like say 5 or 6 sentences. But you're also going to use, you're also going to highlight, highlight, or actually I shouldn't say highlight, bold the keyword. That means that you're going to now make this keyword, healthy diets for women, you're going to make it flow naturally in a sentence. So you got to think creatively. And so when you do that and you put it inside of one of these 5 or 6 sentences that you're going to write a paragraph, right? You're going to put a paragraph. So when you write that paragraph, you have to make sure that the words flow naturally in the sentence. So once you do that, then you just basically put healthy diets for women and you click bold. Wherever it is in that sentence, and by the way, it has to be in the first sentence. So your first keyword has to be in the first sentence, right? And make sure you make it bold. Okay? That is going to help with rankings. So you have, 5 or 6 sentences here. Maybe you want to even add a picture or a video here, right? So you have a picture, you want to make it real nice. Maybe you want to put a picture, a video of you talking about the shake, sharing your story about how it helped you, blah, blah, blah. Maybe you want to put a picture of the shake, whatever it is. This is what's going to go underneath header 1. Header 2 is going to pretty much be almost the same thing, except you don't have to put another, you could put your pictures here and the videos here, or you could put one picture there and a video under header 2, however you want to create your blog post. I love to put pictures and videos in my SEO blog posts because they just make it stand out better. And if I use pictures in my videos and I keyword them using the keywords, then people can find me on Google Images as well. That also helps with ranking. So the second part, which is header 2, underneath here, you're also going to write about 5 or 6 sentences or 10 sentences, however much you want to write. It doesn't really have to be a long blog post in order for you to get ranked. So 5, 6, 10, 12 sentences, 15 sentences, whatever you want to do. I'm just trying to keep it simple for the purpose of this. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to, actually this needs to be small. Let me see. I don't know why that's coming out with a header. Let me change that here, normal. There we go. Okay, so what you're going to do here is you're going to put the keyword in a sentence, in one of the sentences inside, and this time it doesn't have to be in the first sentence. It could be anywhere in the paragraph, the keyword. And it has to flow, again, it has to flow naturally in a sentence. Healthy diets for women. So like say for example, if the sentence was, if you're here right now because you're looking for information on healthy diets for women over 40 or whatever it is. So you see how that flowed naturally in a sentence? That's exactly what I'm talking about. You have to make it flow naturally in a sentence. So when you write, again, 5 or 6 or whatever sentences, inside of one of those sentences you put your keyword again, but this time you make it italic keyword, make the whole thing italic. So here's, actually, I gotta copy it again. So here is it again, but this time I'm going to make the keyword inside of the sentence italic. Okay, and then the same thing, we move on to header 3. Header 3, let me go back up here so I can see. Okay, so header 3 is going to be the same exact thing. You're going to put 5 or 6 sentences, in your paragraph, maybe even 2 paragraphs, however long you want it to be, it doesn't matter. As long as these elements are in there, that's what matters. The next part in header 3, under header 3, is going to be 5 or 6 sentences using the keyword again in one of the sentences, flowing naturally in a sentence, right? And then what you do this time is you use the underline. So the underline for the keyword looks like that. So wherever it is in the sentence, make sure you underline it. And then again, you're going to put the keyword in maybe in your call to action at the bottom, you're going to put it in quotes. So what does that look like? That looks like that. Okay, so these are the basic elements of what's inside the blog post. At the end of the blog post, you can put your strong, a link to your capture page, a link to, your business opportunity, whatever it is, your shake, whatever it is, you put that link inside of the blog post. You put your name, your signature. What else could go in a blog post? Whoops. Your name, your signature, maybe your phone number if you want them to call you, or your Skype, or your email, whatever you want to put. Maybe a link to connect with you. Maybe your Facebook link or your Instagram link or whatever it is. And maybe even your title or whatever it is. You have to make sure that whatever you do, that this part right here, the call to action, is strong. Okay? Make sure that it's strong. You want them to pull out their credit card and buy now. And you want to tell them what to do. Write that down. Tell them what to do. Because if you don't tell them what to do, guess what? They're not going to do it. Okay? So that is how you basically write an SEO blog post. And then we have other features over here, but I'm not really going to, we could just public blog or whatever. I'm not going to go into these features because you can get access to these features when you're in here. It doesn't matter. I mean, you're smart enough to just basically fill out. It's basically filling in the form. So figure it out. Just do what it tells you to do here. Okay. So now that we have the blog post done, let me make this a little smaller because I'm getting dizzy with it being so big. Now that we have the blog post done, here's what happens when you write a blog post. Okay. If you are using the blog, right? Chances are that person may want to click on your banner that they saw, whether it be in the header, whether it be on the sidebar, whether it be in the footer, right? They're going to click on your banner, and guess what's going to happen? Chances are they will, you know, join they want the blog too. They want the blog too. So now what happens? You just made money off of people that maybe said no to your business, or that maybe said no to your product, but they wanted the blog. Or maybe they bought the blog or joined your business, but they decided that they want to use the blog too. Whatever the case is, because there's a ton of cases that we can go through, right? But whatever that case is, if you get people to use the blog and you're blogging about your products and services, guess what? When they log in to use their blog, whose blog posts are they going to see? Yours. And that's how you can promote your products, your services, your business opportunities on the back end of leading with value. Does that make sense? You can post whatever you want on your blogs, through creating multiple blogs, and you can build a list of people who will buy from you. And and the great thing about that is, let's say for example, you're posting things and you have other affiliate programs or tools and trainings and stuff that you want to share with people that you use in your business yourself. Well, if you blog about it and you're getting people to use the blog to help them build their business as well, and maybe you have a team, maybe you're in network marketing, you have a team and you get people inside to use the blog, well, guess what? You can create multiple streams of income right inside the blog. Okay, let me show you an example. I'm just going to click home, get rid of that. I'll show you an example. Okay, let's see. See one of my blog posts. Okay, so this blog, right? This is a blog post that I wrote today actually. How to get 10 to 20 new customers per month with home party automation. Right? And I shot a video about the tool that I'm using to do that. And then what am I doing? I'm saying click here to get your home party automation tool now. Now this is kind of like an internal ad so that when my customers log in to blog, because you got to log into blog, right? When they log into blog, guess what? They're going to see my blog post, they're going to see my video, and hey, I just might make some commissions off of that tool that I'm using that can help them build their business, because in this 42-minute video, I'm showing them how to create home parties online. Remember, my customers are my niche, so I know how to speak to them and I know the tools that they want. So that's how you can actually use the blog internally to, create additional income streams for yourself, right? Super simple. Now, the last thing I want to talk about is also, let's see, actually let me get rid of these windows here. And actually before I do that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show my face for a few minutes while I set something up real quick, because I don't want to share some private information. But what you guys could do now while I'm preparing for the next part of it before we close it out, because I know we're going on 2 hours. 2-hour training today, which is usually odd because we don't do the 2-hour trainings. But I want to hear from you below this video to let me know if you received some valuable information today. And I will check them in just a second. Let's see. Where do I wanna? Let's see. Okay, I can close that window. Okay, I got it. Now let me share my window again. Share my screen. Okay, so now if you're using, I created these 2 sample emails here because when you are building your blog, right, and people are opting into your capture page, excuse me, and you're actually building a list, right? And you're actually building a list, what happens is that people will start automatically getting your email, right? They'll automatically start getting your email. So when they do, you can start adding valuable trainings and information for your prospects as well. So I'm going to open up just to kind of show you what I do with my, with my prospects here, with my email list, I should say. Let's see. Okay. Okay. So here's an example. And this is also creating multiple streams of income, but it's also adding value in it as well, right? So, it's time we had, let's see, it's time we had a heart-to-heart. That was the title, right? So here I'm basically sharing my story, sharing my struggle. I'm touching on their pain. I'm not going to read this right now, but I'm touching on their pain. I'm sharing, that they have dreams and they're worth it and blah, 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 right? And I'm sharing, I'm pouring out my heart, because remember I said this is a heart-to-heart. We need to speak, right? And I'm giving them call to actions, right? But here's the thing. What's awesome too is that training that I showed you on the blog, right? That training is right here in the PS. So you can actually create, trainings inside of your autoresponder and put them in the PS, right? And then lead them back to the blog. So when the person sees free training here, they click it. Where are they taken to? They're taken back to my blog. See how simple that is? Super, super simple. I just wanted to show you that, but I'm not going to go ahead and show you the next email because, this is pretty much the same idea. Okay. Now, here's what I want to talk to you about, our final thing here. Now, we talked about social media, right? We talked about Google, and now we're going to talk about social media. Social media blog posts are actually the easiest to do. Right? The easiest to do. And the reason why is because you don't have to worry about SEO. You don't have to worry about keyword research. You just basically add the content on there, shoot the video, share it with your list, put it on Facebook, somehow get your Instagram people to go look at the blog. Whatever it is that you have to do to drive traffic to it, maybe putting it on Instagram, putting it on Facebook groups, maybe using Hootsuite, whatever you have to do. Get traffic to it, because the only way that you will add value, the only way that you will make sales, the only way that you will do, pretty much everything that I share with you tonight is if you share your blog posts with other people. And what did I put here? Share your other blog posts with social media. So you can do, like, let's say 2 SEO blog posts a week, and then you can do maybe 3 social media blog posts a week. Right, so now you have 5 blog posts for the whole entire week, right? You have 2 that are working for you and they're running for you on autopilot, and eventually they'll show up on the first page of Google. Now the thing is that you're not going to get a lot of leads from it, right? The way to get a lot of leads is by doing social media blogs. The Google blogs, they'll just sit there working for you. They're like little marketing robots that are actually going to work for you. Make sense? All right. So I'm not going to go over through the social media blog because I think you get the point at this point. You just create a valuable blog post and you just basically share it on social media. It's as simple as that. Just make sure that it's of value. But again, you don't have to do the keyword research and SEO or anything like that. You just always have to make sure that it's of value, right? Okay, final words before we close out. The next thing is, let me just close this here. Let's see what you guys are saying here. Awesome. Thank you guys for the comments that you posted below. I appreciate it. All right, so here we have the final one, and we talked about it before, but I'm going to put it here again. We talked about attraction marketing and how to do it online and offline, and you can use the blog. So if you're doing a lot of offline stuff, you can actually tell people, go check you out on your blog, right? You can say, go visit my website or my blog at blah, 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 whatever your domain name.com. And you drive the traffic from the offline people. You can put it on flyers, business cards. If offline thing is your thing, you can still use a blog to attract people to you, okay? And the second thing is mindset. And so here's what I want to share with you guys right now. This is what I want you guys to do. What I want you guys to do, actually, let me just log out of my blog really quickly. Uh-oh, let me log out. Okay, why is it not logging out? I guess because they love me. All right, so here's what I want you guys to do. I'm going to give you guys a call to action, and that call to action is to actually click the link right below this video, the button right below this video that says Lock Arms with Us. Here's what you're going to get. And here's what I encourage you guys to do if you're serious about building your business, no matter what business you're in, whether you're affiliate marketing, network marketing, have your products and services, whatever, it doesn't matter. You need a blog, and you need the number one thing, which is mindset training. And what we have here for you is we have it for you in one beautiful bundle. One beautiful bundle. But on top of that, you actually get to earn commissions from the blog. How awesome is that? You get to earn 100% commissions from the blog. So here's what you get when you click that button right below this video. First of all, click the button, right? Go there and fill out this form. You're going to fill out your account information with your username. I usually like to tell people to put their first and last name as their username. So you fill that out. You fill out your billing information, right? And you put your credit card. I want you to whip out your credit card right now, and I want you to put it inside of this form right here on the button that you click below. It's going to take you to this page that you're looking at right now, and you're going to charge on your credit card $197 for the Fast Start Kit. And the Fast Start Kit is going to give you the blog, and it's going to give you the inner circle. Now let's talk about, I'm going to show you the inner circle really, really quickly. I'm going to take about maybe 30 seconds to show you what's in there. Another thing that you'll get is the affiliate program, which you're going to be able to earn 100% commissions from both of these products. Okay, both of the viral blogging system and also our inner circle audios, which is basically mindset and personal development training that's going to help you move forward in your business and give you the nuggets that I actually struggled with when I told you that I was broke and I was, you know, broken 3 months backed up in rent. And I started plugging into personal development. I told you that's what you need. It's not an option. You need it. Okay, you need it. So you go and fill out this form. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you what is inside and what you'll be getting. I already showed you the blog, but I want to show you our personal development mindset training, what you're going to be paying for, so that you know what you're getting is of value. I already shared a ton of value with you today, but I don't know if you're actually ready. Are you ready? Are you ready to get more valuable information? Of course you are. Of course you are. In fact, I added more valuable information right in here that if you log in, you'll see how to become a self-management that I did with Lawrence Tim. You'll see my name right there. So they just added that audio in there yesterday. You can get access to that, where I'm going to be sharing more valuable information for you in there. And then the Inner Circle Rewinds is where all the golden nuggets are. It's exactly what took me from broke to making $25,000, manifesting $25,000 in just 90 days. Okay. Now let me put an income disclaimer out there. My results are not typical. If you know, because I'm not a typical person, because I don't do things like average people do. I actually show up in my business every single day. If you don't show up in your business every single day, well then you don't really have a business, right? You're not really committed to your business. And so if you want to read more our income disclaimer, you can click right below this video somewhere down there. There's like a link. and that will take you to see our average earnings. But I'm just going to scroll through really quickly so you can see the titles right here, and I'll make this bigger so you can kind of get a glimpse of what you will be getting access to. As I scroll here, you could just basically read the titles so you can actually see some of, I'm not going to go through all of them because I'm going to be, I mean, this is a long scroll here. If you look on the right hand side, it's literally a long scroll. If you have a business, this is what I have to say, and I'm going to close out because now we're going on 10 o'clock. If you have a business and you're serious about working on your mindset, which I told you is the #1 thing, forget about the strategies. It's not about the strategies. It's about your mindset, okay? If you do not work on your mindset, guess what? You will stay broke and stuck, okay? You will stay broke and stuck. So the titles that you see here is what you can start getting access to starting now. Like in the next 5 minutes, just pull your credit card out and click the button right below this video. Pay the $197 so that you could get access to the information that's in here, and so that you can start creating your home online. We talked about having your home online and why it's important for you to have a blog. You have to have a blog online. You have to have a home online. If you don't have a home online, guess what? You are homeless. You are homeless. Okay, so I'm going to stop scrolling down. I guess you get the point at this point. There's tons and tons of information, audios. I mean, look at all this scroll. I could literally scroll down all night long. But I am going to share my screen now because we are done. I hope that you guys got super valuable information tonight. We actually went 2 hours, which is something that we haven't done in a really long time, probably since January when we first revised our Prosperity Team Hangouts, where we made a decision to only stay on our Hangouts for an hour. But I had so much value to pour to you guys tonight that we just had to do it for 2 hours. Because there was no way I could go to sleep without sharing this information with you. So I hope you guys are excited about that. If you are excited, first of all, if you are inside of our community and you're a customer or you're on the Prosperity Team or whatever it is, I want you to post below how excited you are and what the blog and the personal development training inside of our inner circle has done for you. And then those of you that are not part of our community, I want you to make a decision to get inside our community by clicking that button below and then going and scrolling down and reading the comments from people that are going to be just sharing their thoughts and their ideas on our blogging system and on our inner circle and what it has done for them in their life and in their business. So with that being said, again, my name is Lisa Torres. I look forward to seeing you guys on the inside of our system and on our team. And, post your comments below and let me know what you thought about tonight's training. And I will see you same place, same time next week. I don't know if I'm hosting next week, but same time, same place, 8 o'clock. 8 p.m. Eastern Time, Wednesday of next week. We'll see you for more free training, more awesome golden nuggets. Have a good night, everyone. Love you, and see you next week. Bye.